Okay, good morning everyone. Good afternoon or good evening. My name is Joana Christa Pandiangan with the NIM 240-1541 and 202. I am a student from University of Udayana and I'm taking a bachelor degree of English department. So
Okay.
this is
I'll be helping out with the project for now.
uh
So,
so what are we talking about?
what's your first question?
My first question, uh how do you think about organic and non-organic garbage?
Like waste separation.
Yes.
Um, I think it's a smart move to make it easier to recycle the materials,
Mm-hmm.
rather composting the one side if it's organic
Mm-hmm.
and separating the plastic. Um, Preventing the accidental mix-up of it to
Mm.
where it lands together somewhere and then kind of gets stuck either in the soil or it's just not possible to process back into other materials as easy.
True, true. But but I think in this environment we don't usually see any like uh organic and non-organic. We just like throw it away. Like it's just
Yeah,
there's just one garbage for every organic and non-organic and we just throw it away, right?
yeah. I mean, it's more convenient,
Mm.
obviously, but
Mm.
if you just throw something away, it's like it's gone. But
Mm.
for actually the management of it,
Mm.
in the end, say you want to burn it, say you want to process it back,
Mm.
and then if you talk about mainly recycling to bring it back into whatever you want to make into, it's much easier to just take 3 seconds and just to put it in maybe a different bin or have like a separate truck. I'm not sure the whole process of it,
True.
but it's also just a bit of a mindset. It's not wouldn't take too long to just say, okay, let me take my leftover food.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you take takeout, you take the food out, just throw that in the compost bin, and then the paper and plastic in the other one. It would take like 5 seconds extra.
Mm. Is it easier for it to like take in organic? It's hard to explain though. Uh, is it convenient for it though?
I would imagine it's much more convenient for
Mm.
the waste management, depending on what the waste management does with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, mainly composting, I believe, for like organic or um, yeah, if you burn it, separate's also easier.
Mm. So it would take. So it's like yeah, it's literally recycling it, right?
Exactly. And if you would want to do something with the plastic, I don't
Mm.
know, there's ways of boiling it back down to oil to make new plastic.
What's the plastic for though? Making
Um, Depends. There's different types of recycling plastic. You can create
like.
new things. You can bring it back into its old form. You can clean it and reuse it.
Mm-hmm.
But that all depends on the next step, what the recycling management wants to do with it,
Mm-hmm.
rather than the first step, which is saying, do we want to separate it to do something with it? So that's like another
Mm.
subject. So I hope that answers that question.
I think so.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
Not really. Do you have any other questions?
Um, Not so much. I think it's a
Because I
good.
think yeah, it's true. It is convenient that we have to recycle organic and non-organic, but like in Bali, especially, we I don't really see about it. Really, I don't really see
No.
any the trash, organic and
Hmm.
non-organics. So.
Personally, what I've been doing for a while is
Mm-hmm.
separating it myself,
Mm-hmm.
and then having a part in the garden, normally behind the house, or before I had like an area with like old coconut husks, and then put the leftover food or fruit. Like let's say you cut some fruit, you take
Mm-hmm.
off the skin of a mango or whatever, and you throw it out. Then you compost that back to make the soil more fertile to plant again.
Mm-hmm.
So for farmers, it's a smart way of doing it. And with the plastic, there's not much you can do by yourself than to throw it away. And
Mm-hmm.
then depends on the management how they take care of. So again, do they want to make new plastic? Do they want to just burn it? How do they burn it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, And yeah, and then making sure that doesn't, the main idea is that it doesn't get into a river or into the earth again, because it's waste. It needs to be, and plastic is not, mainly plastic is the problem, because that of course takes really long time to degenerate, whereas
Yeah.
organic material is easier to burn. mm, I don't know, reuse into fertilizer or whatever you can do with it.
Mm.
um, so that's kind of the main reason why you would separate. And then there's an argument you can also separate
Yes, paper.
because that's also much easier to process. So you would
Mm.
have a paper bin, plastic bin, and organic bin.
It's
But
easier to make a paper too.
yeah, that's easy to burn, that's easy to whatever. But I think it's pretty beneficial taking just the extra time to like separate it. But that's something you can do personally. Then it's up to whatever the waste management does with that. So
Yeah.
hopefully they have separate, how would I put it? Separate departments and stations for that specific thing.
Okay. I think
Yep.
that's all for today.
Cool. No problem.
Thank you for helping me with this final project.
I'm happy I could help.
And see you again. Bye bye.
Cool.